and welcome to Car and Bike. Meet the newest electric scooter in town, the Vida VX2. Yes, this is Hero MotoCorp's new electric scooter, the VX2. And we'll take a close look at it, ride it, tell you all about the features, how to purchase it, what are the purchasing options and all that. But before that, if you're new to our channel, please do consider liking the Car and Bike channel. If you haven't yet, hit that bell icon so that you get notified every time we ride a new scooter, ride a new motorcycle, drive a new car, and tell you all about it, what are the pros and cons. Time now to take a closer look at the Vida VX2. Just take a look at it. It's quite a nice looking scooter, very safe design, but I think it's a pretty well proportioned, pretty nice looking scooter. I think Hero's done a great job in the design department at least. It is positioned as a family scooter, and to that end, I think it's universally appealing. It's not polarizing. To my mind, I quite like the proportions, I quite like the design. It's not overdone in any sense. Whether you look at the apron, the lights, the wheels, 12-inch wheels front and rear, and overall it is quite an appealing and good looking scooter from any angle that you look at it. So in the looks department, in my mind, I think this is quite an attractive scooter, and it will find universal appeal from anyone looking for an electric scooter in the market in this day. This has been positioned as a family scooter, is practicality. So what is the riding position? What kind of practical features does it get? Let's take a look at the basics first. Now, let's talk about the riding position. My height is 5 feet 9 inches. I can comfortably flat foot both sides. I think riders of any height from 5'5" to even 5'3", 5'2" can comfortably reach both sides. You have a frunk up front. There's lots of storage space, roughly about 5 liters of storage space. And there are nice cubby holes here where you can keep your wallet or you can keep your phone. At the rear, under-seat storage is also pretty decent. 33 liters of under-seat storage, and you can comfortably store a full-face helmet under the seats. So, full marks on practicality. And there are the battery packs as well. And for an added safety feature, in case somebody wants to fiddle with your batteries, there's one more lock for the battery, and it's got a metal plate, so it cannot be very easily broken into as well. Now, these are removable batteries, 2 batteries on the VX2 Plus, and each weigh about 10 kgs, and you can carry them indoors, and in fact, you can carry them anywhere and charge them on a conventional 5 ampere socket overnight. And if you charge it at home, it will take about 5.5 hours to fully charge both the batteries from 0 to 100%. So that is the charging time of the batteries on a conventional home power socket. Quite easy to take them out. And how is the pillion seat comfort? I will have to invite my colleague Hansaj.
Wow, super comfortable.
I think it's a pretty comfortable scooter for 2 people. So in terms of practicality, I think full marks for the VX2. I think build quality is also quite nice. Styling is subjective. You let us know in the comments what you think about the styling. For me, I think this is a very well built, good looking scooter. Not very flashy, not very boring. So the VX2 gets a 4.3-inch full-color TFT console, at least on the top spec variant. The VX2 Go gets a LCD screen, conventional LCD screen, and everything is neatly laid out. You have a speedometer, you have a range, you have your mode selected, you have an odometer, you have a clock. Everything is very neatly laid out. Now this one, the top spec VX2 Plus, gets 3 modes. Those are your Eco mode, Ride mode, and Sport mode. In Eco mode, top speed is limited to 45 kilometers per hour. In Ride mode, top speed is limited to about 75 kilometers per hour or 70 kilometers per hour. And in Sport mode, you get the full performance, which is about 80 kilometers per hour. And switches, to toggle through the switches are quite nice. And you also have a reverse mode. So 4 modes in fact. So in park mode, you can either choose to go forward if you want to maneuver it in a parking spot, or you can go reverse also. How do you do that? You need to open the throttle on the opposite direction. Twist the throttle in the opposite direction, you will go reverse, and this is how you go forward. In addition to whatever features you get on the console, you also have the MyVida app, through which you get a long list of features. It will provide you live tracking of the scooter if somebody else is riding it. You can look at the location, you can look at the charge status, you can geofence it, you can remotely immobilize it. A whole lot of features on the Vida app. I think I can keep on going on talking about trip analytics, battery analytics, notifications, over-the-air updates. Everything is available through the apps. So a whole lot of things available on your app. So quite a comprehensive list of information that's provided on the MyVida app. So this is a loaded app. You get a lot of features. You get the charging network. In case you're looking for a charging network, you can look for the charging network through the app as well. So quite a loaded thing. Now, I've been riding the VX2 all morning today, and first impressions are very positive. This is a scooter which is quite likable. I think if you're in the market for a scooter, you should test ride this scooter. It comes with 3 ride modes. Eco, where maximum speed is capped at 45 kilometers per hour, which will give you maximum range also. Then you have a ride mode, where maximum speed is limited to 70 kilometers per hour, which you get slightly more range. And if you need full power, there's the sport mode, which will take you to the top speed of 80 kilometers per hour. I saw a speedo indicated top speed of 79 kilometers per hour, 80 kilometers per hour. So that is achievable on the VX2 Plus. So no problems there on the performance front. Ride quality, quite nice, no complaints there. Handling also is a quite well-balanced scooter. It runs on 12-inch wheels front and rear. So even if you go over rough roads, you should not face any problems with the VX2. But what's more important for an electric scooter is range. That's something which you want to know. IDC claim range, maximum claim is 142 kilometers, but Hero says real world claim range, you can get as much as 100 kilometers in eco mode, where you'll be riding with a maximum speed of 45 kilometers per hour. In ride mode, you could get a range of about 75 kilometers as well, full range. And even if you ride in sport mode, you will get about 60-65 kilometers full range. But if you are riding in eco mode, where your speed is limited to 45 kilometers per hour, you need to quickly overtake. You don't need to toggle to sports to get the full performance. There's also something called a boost mode, which you need to click on the screen. That's a cheat code. The boost mode, you can put it on, it will remain on. You will have to manually go and put it on or put it off, whether you want it or not. Even if in eco mode, you want to do a quick overtake, you open the throttle and you get the full performance of the sport mode. So that's a nifty feature, very nice feature. You want to climb up a flyover, you want to overtake slow moving vehicles, even in eco mode, you open the throttle, you'll get the full performance. So quite a nice touch there. I think that's quite likable. So you don't need to go through the toggle through the modes to get the full performance. Just a twist of the throttle, you will get the full performance. Now the most important thing is, how much do you pay to buy the VX2 Plus? If you want to buy the scooter with the batteries, you'll have to shell out 1,10,000 eventually, but an introductory price is for 1 lakh rupees, depending on the response. If you're one of the early adopters, you can buy the scooter with the batteries for 1 lakh rupees only. That's the introductory price. Now, how do you use the battery as a service option? It's a similar concept to how you use a prepaid connection on your mobile phone. You will need to pay a subscription charge for the uses. Suppose your monthly running is 2,400 kilometers. You will need to pay about 2,300 rupees every month to use this scooter for 2,400 kilometers. Now, depending on your uses, if it goes beyond 2,400 kilometers on an average every month, a separate bill will be generated. If it goes below 2,400 kilometers on an average for 3 months, your balance will be carried over to the next bill cycle. And in that case, the outright purchase cost of the scooter with battery as a service will go down to 65,000 rupees only. And if you're one of the first buyers, introductory price, you can buy it for 58,000 rupees only. Now, when you opt for battery as a service on the Vida VX2 Plus, there are several benefits which you can't overlook. Number one, outright purchase cost. Even if you don't take the introductory offer of 58,000, eventually the price of the scooter is 65,000. That's the amount you pay with taking battery as a service. And your running costs will come to between 0.9, that's 90 paise per kilometer, to about 1 rupee 24 paise kilometer only, depending on the different subscription plans that you opt for. More than that, what you also get is free access to the company's fast charging network. That's a solid benefit that you get with the battery as a subscription plan, the BaaS plan. Free access, yes, free access to the fast charging network. And also, if your battery is after 3-4 years of usage, your battery's health deteriorates below 70% of what they used to, then the company will replace the batteries as well. So the battery as a subscription plan, which is offered in the VX2 Plus, is a very, very compelling case. So eventually it comes down to how is the Vida VX2 Plus. Well, I think in terms of performance, in terms of ride quality, in terms of range, I think this is a well-sorted electric scooter. If you're in the market for an electric scooter, you should definitely check this out. And with battery as a service, you can get it for as less as 65,000 rupees eventually. So that's a really, really compelling case to go for this scooter, which is 65,000 rupees with battery as a service. Depending on how much you use, you pay as you go. So outright purchase cost is sorted. The only thing which could have been better, I think, in my opinion, could have been the range. I think 100 kilometer range, it would have been real world range is slightly on the less side. Depending on how you ride it, it'll probably be a little less than 100 kilometers in real world conditions, but still over 3,900 charging stations across the country in over 250 cities. So you have your charging station sorted out. With the fast charger, you can charge it in just an hour, 0 to 80% charging in just an hour. That's also something which will take care of your range anxiety. And again, outright cost 65,000 with battery as a service. I think brilliant package. The VX2 makes a compelling case, and for those people who have been so far putting off the purchase of an electric vehicle because of the outright purchase cost, this makes a very good case.